Good afternoon. Um, I'm coming at y'all with the Donna Adelson. Believe this the Donna Adelson Sentencing. Let me check, cause I want to take a day and review the whole entire case. Yes, here we are. This is I want to talk about the Donna Adelson sentencing. Uh, Shout out to AB to the seventh power. Let's go ahead and get this.
I thought I knew what therapy was until I found the right therapist. And let me tell you, game changer. Chat. It's Donna's sentencing day. Okay? I had to wear the stripes. Donna's been already in jail. But now we're gonna figure out how long the Queen Pin Grandma is going to get in the pen. Alright? Whoop-de-doo. We're going to prison. We're gonna find out how long she's going to prison. The hearing is happening right now. Judge Everett just started the proceedings, so we're gonna jump on in, watch this live. We're about probably a minute behind everybody else, but this is going to be interesting. Get your popcorn, kick back, relax. This is Donna Adelson's sentencing hearing. Let's go. Hit the like button. Hello to everybody coming in. Let's put our captions on. I have boosted the sound. Okay, we're ready to go. She looks nervous. What do you guys think she's gonna get? We're gonna put a poll up. Remember, she's in her 70s.
Translation: She ain't never getting out. Gonna spend the last days of your life in prison.
Gave you
Dumb.
guys 3 options in the chat.
Dumb, dumb, dumb.
Life, 20 years, 10 years.
Hey, 18.
Hello, Angel Moon.
This right here is sentencing for a woman by the name of Donna Adelson. Um, Basically, she conspired to unalive her son-in-law. So yeah, there's that.
Hello to Jen. Guy with 2 names. Lonnie's in here.
Speed this up a little bit.
Okay, so we're gonna hear some impact statements. These people are all on Zoom. We'll also hear from Dan Markell, the victim's family, before the judge lets us know how much time she's getting. Please expect waterworks. Donna is known to cry a lot during these hearings.
Okay.
Of course, that number belongs to Ms.
Uh, you can tell her to rejoin.
Harvey might speak on her behalf.
They're on the Zoom and keep themselves on mute until it is time for you to speak, please. We're here this afternoon for final disposition and sentencing in case number 2023 CF 3226, State versus Donna Adelson.
Here we go.
Parties can make their appearances.
Georgia Kappelman for the state.
Shout out to the cat lawyer, Jackie.
Have the parties received their copies of the pre-sentence investigation report?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Judge.
Are there any objections that either party wishes to make to the pre-sentence investigation report?
Yes, sir.
There are corrections that would need to be made, Judge.
What are the corrections?
Would I be stating here that the
It's in there.
on page 1, they have the date of arrest as November 20th, 2023. And she was actually arrested on November the 13th of 2023.
I will notate that. Ms. Kappelman, is there any challenge to those?
Yes, sir.
I will notate the copy then that will be filed with the clerk as November 13th of 2023. Go ahead.
Welcome to Pep Talk, where we discuss the state of Texas real estate market as it relates to property taxes.
Filed with the clerk as November 13th of 2023. Go ahead.
On page number 5, there are several. The first place, here at the top, it says wage salary, and this is supposed to be her current employment that she had, and it said $1,000. She did not have employment where she made $1,000. She was not receiving any salary income, so that should be zero.
Ms. Kappelman, do you wish to be heard concerning those?
No, Your Honor.
So again, I will notate the wage salary as $0.00.
Thank you, Judge. The next, underneath there, it says the number of jobs in the past 2 years, 1. She has had no job. She's been employed the majority of the 2 years.
Which part of page 5 are you referring to?
Well, that's on page 5, right underneath the wage.
So no jobs, no employment.
Correct, that should be 0.
Ms. Kappelman, do you wish to be heard?
No, sir.
Notate
Okay,
that
fast
there has
forward
not
through
been
that.
any employment or 0. Go ahead.
Thank you. Only receiving Social Security assistance.
Wow, she was getting Social Security. They're really about to put this retired person in a pen.
You're just asking husband's dental practice to be scratched through.
That's correct. They listed Social Security, but they.
Okay, let me speed this up a little bit. Defense impact statements.
Come speak on behalf of Donna Adelson. If I can, let me just brief description of who I am, my background. I've been a friend of the Adelson family since 1979. First 20 years I knew them, we were actively engaged in many activities. The last 20 years, I haven't seen them that much until this trial became apparent to me. And my background is I'm a medical doctor, practicing obstetrics and gynecology, 45 years here in Florida. I was also a state legislature from 1988 to 96, representing Pearl Springs and parts of Broward County. I was the county commissioner in Broward County and mayor of Broward County for 1 year in 2006. Also a professor at the University of Florida Medical School and University of and I'm here to speak today on behalf of Donna Adelson, the person I've known for a great deal of time. Hi Donna, just want to say hi, I'm sorry I can't get here to hug you. And I'm sorry we didn't get to have that dinner after your trial was over.
All right, here it goes.
I'm here to, on your behalf, to let you know that you have friends, and I believe in you. Let me say that, Donna, I never thought we'd be here in this situation when I first met you. It's a total shock to me and to our families. And it's a tragedy for me to have to be here to talk about this. I feel very bad for your family, for the Markel family, for the tragedy everyone's experiencing. To me, I've been following this for 2 years. It appears to be a dissolution of two families. My background is similar in many ways to both families. I grew with Markel. I'm the son. Actually born in Germany, this person's camp in the United States at the age of 18 months. So like the boys, Lincoln and Benjamin, I don't have a lot of recollection of first beginning of my time in the United States, but they don't have the recollection of their father, which is very sad to me. But they do have families, and I have family, and we have to learn a great deal from our tragedies how to come back into life. My distress is not just with Donna and the Adelsons, but with the Markells as well, especially for 3 generations of each family, which I see in tragic family swing. And yet, I did meet Lincoln and Benjamin at the bar mitzvah last year, and I could make those 2 boys wonderful. Unfortunately, I never got to meet Dan Markel, but I have read many of his articles. Very impressive, really very talented man, who made some very good points about the law, about compassion in the law, which he felt could be improved. And I agree with that. So part of what I'd like to say today is basically that I do believe that Donna is a victim of natural circumstance, but has been actively exploited by parties involved in this case. I believe she was exploited by her son.
What's he talking about?
Who was the youngest child in her family. And knowing her mother, and how close she was with her
What the
mother,
hell is this guy talking about?
along with the
Sorry.
family,
What is he talking about?
that she pursued an activity that would destroy the family like it has. However, having known her son and some of his issues, I believe in her own naive way, trying to be a loving mother, subdued
There he is.
by guilt, by silence, by denial, and perhaps even active exploitation, and used for activities she had no part of. So I think it's in counts, even though she was found guilty on.
Inspired by a true story.
My name's Sarah.
You can call me Bert.
A girl's ambition.
I got all on my land.
It's a sign. I believe in signs.
A corporation's greed.
I don't trust anything he said. He had eyes like a sneaky pig.
Part of my understanding is also that the victims here are both families. And to watch the hate and distress and the vengeance I see, it's a terrible thing to look at. As Holocaust survivors, do you think we would understand that how damaging it is to families?
Oh Lord, I need to clean his
I have to
glasses.
say, my background, I grew up in France, the public school system.
Okay, he's just rambling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. He
Why are
just
we
yeah, he
talking
just
about Holocaust?
rambling, bro.
Why?
You just talking about
Why?
shit that
Why
makes
are we
no
talking about
sense.
growing up in the Bronx?
I actually was looking at college when Donna was there, but I didn't know her. She graduated a year after I did. My wife Sandy graduated from West College as well.
What the hell is he talking about?
Being here while new young families, professionals trying to build a life, have children, building a community, she did. So to see this situation occur, to me, is devastating in many aspects. As a legislator, I can tell you that we see things in the law.
This dude here just love to hear his damn self talk.
I was a Democrat, majority leader, I sat on Judiciary Committee for 2 years, and the spin-off was. Even wrote some of the sentencing guidelines and participated in passing them at that time. What I learned over the years is that I've had the privilege of passing many laws.
Dude, who cares?
And
Who the
presented from both
hell
sides. Many laws
cares?
are exist in the books. I get calls from judges periodically asking me about the intent of the law when I wrote it, because they have a case and it's come down to what did you intend to happen from this law? And that's my opinion. And they would use that information. So I'd like to talk a little bit about the intent of the judicial guidelines for sentencing. I think the life without parole is a very harsh sentence. And that was not the intent, was to punish domestic cases with that, with the kid drug dealers and organized crime and dangerous to the public. But I think it's been switched over to be used in conspiracy theories against the average citizen, which is not the intent of the law, in my opinion. Second of all, I think that it's unfortunate that this case has gone into so many new victims. And you've already, you have been found guilty of murder. Two have committed the murder, maybe one. The other were conspiracy theories. And I would believe that I would suggest that needs to be reviewed by the legislature. That's my opinion. Now, in this case,
Dr. Grover, before you continue, is this being offered as character? Because he is not an expert.
Yeah, he's definitely rambling.
Very well. You may continue, Doctor.
yes, that's my opinion from my background. It's not, I'm not giving a professional opinion, I'm giving my personal opinion from experience. What I'm asking the court today is that, to me, the court, the judicial system, the power of the judicial system is in the judge. And it's the judge who is the presenter or safety.
What the F is he talking about?
And what's the amount of the loan now? What's the amount of the loan?
I believe 3,600 now. It was lower a month ago. Interest goes up $10 a day, unfortunately.
$10 a day, so
yes,
it's $3,600. Is that correct?
I believe so. I haven't
Great.
contract.
And it's title?
Max loan, but I have about
What?
about $10,000 or more into the truck. I have all the pictures of.
Who cares?
Thank you, Judge Judy.
And
Who
what's the amount of
cares?
the loan now? What's the amount?
And like with this guy talking, who cares?
And for the public to show some compassion on the cold written law with every box checked off, shows no compassion. Where does the compassion come from? It should come from the judge, it should come from the jury. And I think that maybe that's something we have to consider. So at this point, what I'm saying is that I believe Donna Adelson is a 5-star mother, did everything she could do for her kids, for her family, for her community. She has no bad intentions. She's not a leader, she's a baby in our family. She's always been a follower. Yes, she makes noise and she complains, but that's not her behavior. It's not her profile. So,
Y'all, this is how I feel about this case I'm listening to. I had to go with a classic on this one. Shout out to the legend known as Clark Gable.
Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly,
My dear, I
damn.
don't give a damn. And that's how I feel about this case I'm listening to right now. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Let's try to muscle our way through this.
I understand that nothing can be changed, but I want to put on record that I believe she is innocent of these 3 counts, and we believe her. With that, I would have to say, sometimes bad things happen to good people, and I think this is one of those cases. It's unfortunate. For the families, I would ask, think about the two boys. Dad's not here, but a piece of him was here, and those two boys. Now, their future, both teenagers now, their future depends a lot on what's going on here, and how they're going to be perceived in the future, and how they will interpret the future based on this. So I think it's time for some compassion, some understanding, and forgiving. Perhaps it's time to take a step back and let everyone heal from this process.
Land a plane.
With that, I say,
Yeah, for the love of God, bro, land a damn plane.
Daniel and I love
Again, this is how I feel about how this guy talking.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And again.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Let's get back into it.
We support you and the family, and we hope for you the best. God bless you. And Ron, thank you for letting me speak.
All right, there it is.
Examination for the witness. State has an examination for the witness.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Graber, you can remain on the Zoom. I would just ask you to mute yourself at this point.
So that was one of Donna's friends. Her character
Have any other witnesses to present
statements.
or evidence?
Yes, sir. We have Rick Chagrin, who's present, would like to make a brief statement.
So it looks like, and we saw this with the Diddy case, guys, like I think it was 2 weeks ago now at this point. A lot of family and friends will make statements to either plead with the judge to be lenient. It seems like that is what the defense team is doing first.
Yeah.
Of course, George is going to have her side of it, but right now we're hearing from all of Donna's people. So that was the first one. That was Dr. Graber. He took a very long time, and we're now going to move on to the next person.
Oh, Lord.
Signs lit. Oh no.
Please raise your
Oh no.
Is it?
Do you
Oh,
swear
no.
the testimony will
Is this guy on a walker?
You can lower your hand. You may direct the witness or you may give a statement.
Bruh, I wish y'all could see this shit.
Have you prepared a statement here today?
Yes, I have.
And you can do that before the time.
This on behalf of myself and my wife Susan Bobman, an attorney at law. We have known Donna Adelson for over 35 years. She's been a dear friend and travel companion, and we are still in shock of her current circumstances. We know her to be a loving parent. We stand behind her claim of innocence. We feel the trial was held in the county where there's been a lot of bad and inaccurate negative publicity, therefore not allowing a fair trial. We contend if a change of venue was granted, she would have been found not guilty. We are hopeful she will be relocated to South Florida, where she can pursue all legal remedies available. Thank you very much for your consideration.
These are character statements or quibbling about the evidence and the rulings?
It's character, Judge. They're here
Yeah.
for friendship and time. Thank you.
Any witness examination for Mr. Chagrin?
Captain. Yeah, Your Honor.
You may be seated.
He's literally in a walker.
We did provide to the court, if you received your copy, Judge, some very short letters that were written as character support on behalf of Mrs. Adelson, if I may go through those at this time.
Go ahead.
Thank you. The first letter that was submitted to the court was by Annie Cunningham and Ronald Gutterson, who testified at trial. They say, we are writing this letter to restate our knowledge and feelings regarding Donna Adelson. We have known Donna since 2009 and consider her to be our dearest friend. Donna is a kind, caring, loving person. She was always concerned with the welfare of others. She is not the monster portrayed by the media. Donna is incapable of threatening or harming anyone. Donna is almost 76 years old and in frail health after almost 2 years of incarceration. We will always believe her to be innocent and ask the court to take these factors into consideration.
Well, the court didn't find her innocent. Now what?
Next, we submitted to the court was one of her longtime friends, Ruth Rosenberg, who wrote, I immigrated to the USA from Israel when I was 1 month shy of 12. I lived in Israel in a town of 5,000 inhabitants when my family knew almost everyone, and came to New York City, Queens, with a population of close to 8 million residents. To say it was a culture shock is an understatement. I didn't speak any English and physically looked like an underdeveloped child in comparison to the American girls my age. I entered the 7th grade in September, not knowing any English, the quote stranger in school. For several months, I sat by myself at lunchtime in the cafeteria, staring at the next table, where Donna and a group of her friends were conversing, laughing, and having a nice time. One day, Donna walked over to my table and asked me if I would like to join them.
Donna was, I could see her as, y'all remember the movie Mean Girls? She was Regina George. I could see it.
And of course, yes, please. That kind gesture
Come on, not Regina George.
62-plus-year friendship. She invited me to her house to meet her family, and over time, we became like sisters. I can recall several instances where Donna helped me obtain a job so I can help my parents financially. She introduced me to a family in a bungalow colony in the Catskills who needed a mother's helper for their daughters in the summer of '66. The money I earned helped my parents pay for the closing costs on their house. The following summer, she got me a job as a counselor at Camp Allegra in the Berkshires. When I had to decide on a career path, I consulted with Harvey and Donna about applying to dental school as my college advisor had recommended. Later that year, I was chosen to be the maid of honor at the wedding. We remained close friends throughout the years, even though we lived more than 1,000 miles apart. Our families visited each other periodically, making sure that our children and grandchildren got to know each other. We attended life cycle events of our children, bat and bar mitzvahs, weddings, special birthdays, etc. And now our grandchildren's. Donna has always been a kind-hearted, generous, loving, and caring. She is one of my best friends, and I will forever remember and appreciate how she helped me with English while I helped her with math in Parsons Junior High School, and remained loyal through these 62-plus years. The situation she is in today is unimaginable to me. That is not the person I know and love. We also submitted a letter from Ron Ellis to the court. My name is Ron Ellis, and I have had the privilege of knowing Donna Adelson for more than 30 years. I'm writing to you in hope of offering some perspective on the woman I have come to know so well over the course of our long friendship. Donna has been a steady and caring presence in my life. When my stepson passed away 11 years ago at the age of 34, Donna was there for me in ways I will never forget. She sat with me in my grief, listened when I needed to talk, and offered comfort when I felt overwhelmed. That kindness and empathy is the Donna I know. Someone who shows up for her friends and offers strength in their darkest moments. Over the years, I have seen Donna's compassion extend beyond just me. She has been a devoted mother, a loyal friend, and someone who consistently tried to bring warmth and generosity to those around her. I understand fully the gravity of the situation before the court, but I hope that when you consider Donna's parents, you will also weigh the years of kindness, care, and humanity she has shown to others. I believe that Donna still has the ability to contribute positively, even under these circumstances, and that she is capable of reflection and growth. I respectfully ask that you take these qualities into account when you make your decision. Thank you for your time and consideration. Respectfully, Ron Ellis. And then a brief letter from Marion and Tim Schaffman. She writes, we have known Donna for over 50 years, and although we live far apart and have seen her often over the years, we wanted to share with you our impressions of the lovely person we have known. Donna has always been a loving, kind mother and wife, and also an exemplary daughter to her parents, who often stayed with their family. We have never heard her utter a negative word about anyone, and had tremendous pride in every member of her family. She retained many friends from her childhood and developed long, satisfying friendships with the new people she met throughout each stage of her life. Donna was always intelligent, charismatic, and sensitive to everyone. She always listened to anyone's problems and offered a helping hand when she could. Most notably, her genuine concern over our and others' health issues was truly appreciated. As you can see, it is very difficult for us to view her as anybody other than the sweet, caring person we knew. Sincerely, Marianne and Ted Schaff.
A lot coming up on today's show. We'll get into the latest polls on 2026. Are Democrats just flailing around?
There we go. The sweet, caring person we knew. Sincerely, Marianne and Ted Schaffman. Next is a letter from Jessica Usery. Dear Judge Everett, my name is Jessica Usery, and I am writing this letter to express my personal experiences and knowledge of Donna Adelson's character. Donna and I share a beloved grandson, Roman Harvey Adelson, born in 2017. My first memory of Donna is a video made and shared on Mother's Day 2017. Charlie Adelson surprised his mom with the news that he and my daughter, Brianna, were expecting a baby. It warmed my heart to watch Donna's genuine excitement and happiness caught on video. Our families began spending time together as events and celebrations took place. I recall Donna being warm and welcoming. As I got to know her more, there was no doubt in my mind that she was a loving and devoted wife, mother, and grandmother. Roman's birth was a scheduled cesarean section on December the 5th. On that day, I was overcome with mixed emotions of excitement and fear. A family awaited Roman's birth at the hospital during an unnerving procedure. Donna was affectionate and congratulating as I was visibly anxious and emotional. I will always remember how she reassured and calmed that day. We shared tears of joy and hugs when a beautiful and healthy boy came into this world. Donna was caring and supportive of Bree as a new mom. I have many fond memories of time spent with the Adelsons. Although Charlie and Bree were no longer a couple beyond Roman's first year, we all remained close. Donna has been kind, thoughtful, loving, and generous. Thank you sincerely for taking the time to read the letter, Jessica Usery. And then a short letter to whom it may concern. I've worked at Adelson Institute for Aesthetic and Implant Dentistry from October 3rd, 2011 to September of 2022. During my time of working there, I had the opportunity to experience the beautiful person that Donna Adelson is. Through my time of working often side by side with her, I've witnessed her grace and ability to diffuse upset patients. She is incredible with having compassion for others and is truly one of the sweetest people I know. She's so supportive and understanding when it comes to her employees. When an elderly person comes in as a patient, she always made sure they had assistance, whether needing help filling out forms or even opening the reception door for them. She always jumped at the opportunity to be kind and helpful. I witnessed this and I know it was sincere. I still use what I've learned from her and apply it while I'm at work every day. I recognize the gravity of the situation and understand the seriousness of the legal process, but I respectfully ask that you consider the positive qualities that define her. Sincerely, Erica Johnson. And then the last letter that we submitted was Attorney Gary Cohn. He said, My name is Gary Cohen. I've been a member in good standing of the Florida Bar since 1980. I have known Donna and Harvey Adelson as personal friends and personal counsel for almost 40 years. Harvey was also a dentist for most of those years. I have been in the Adelson house, and they have been in mine numerous times over the years since their children were little ones. My wife and I have socialized with Harvey and Donna at dinners, blessed events such as bar and bat mitzvahs, and weddings, birthdays, and many other occasions. I've also traveled with them, including a wonderful trip to Africa with two of my sons several years ago. I therefore have had a unique opportunity to observe Donna under many circumstances. In all the time I have known her, I have literally never heard Donna raise her voice, lose her temper, act inappropriately, or treat anyone with less than full respect, and almost always with a smile on her face. I have never heard a bad word said about Donna from any other friend or person in my presence. She has always been an amazing mother to her children, and she and Harvey have had the most loving marriage that can be imagined. While I cannot comment on any of the facts of this case or any of the alleged events, I can say that the Donna I know is the last person I would ever think of when it comes to what has been this utterly horrible crime, dealing with the death of Dan Markell. Being a trial lawyer for 45 years, I fully believe in the jury system and understand that a jury has spoken. However, the woman I've known so well for so long also needs to be understood as the wonderful wife, mother, grandmother, and friend that she has been known to me. I only hope that this information can be of use to the court when it comes to the sentencing of Donna Adelson, Gary Cohen. At this time, I believe that Mrs. Adelson's husband, Harvey Adelson.
Uh-oh, here comes Harvey. I wonder what his voice sounds like.
Yes,
Here we go.
They don't have any objection. They will be composite defense 1 for sons.
Thank you, Judge.
Dr. Adelson, please raise your hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes, I do.
You can lower your hand. You may speak.
Thank you, Judge, and respected officers of the court for allowing me to speak. I have been Donna Adelson's husband for over 50 years. My wife sacrificed everything so that she could pour her heart and soul into our children, our grandchildren, and our marriage. This summer was our 54th wedding anniversary.
Oh, the tears.
I spent it without her.
Oh, the tears.
She has done nothing wrong, and yet is being punished for a crime that she did not commit.
And here comes the crash
I
out.
thought we lived in a different kind of world, but I guess I was wrong. I have listened, watched, and sat in the courtroom for the entire trial, and I could not help but scream in my mind by the witnesses that were brought forward by the prosecution who told outright lies. I didn't know that you could lie in a courtroom. But apparently you can. Danny's parents contend that they have never seen their grandchild. But for years they say they've never seen her. But Wendy has shared with me pictures and videos and letters from their visits. They have suffered immensely at the loss of their son, but they also contend to tell lies to the court about our grandchildren. Donna has always been a loving and caring wife.
I don't want to interrupt him, but he is talking trash about Dan Markel's parents. They lost their son. He's dead. I can't believe Harvey's doing this right now.
And is innocent of the charges. A biased judge and jury were influenced by years of one-sided news pieces and social media.
Doctor, Ms. Fulford, this has nothing to do with the character of the defendant.
Exactly. He's just pissed off.
Just being a douchebag.
He's just pissed off. Like, even Judge Everett is stopping him right now. Like, this is not character evidence. This is not convincing me to be lenient with her sentencing. And it's so inappropriate to, like, talk about Dan's family like that. Yeah, Jackie, you should have done this the first time. You should have looked at the information, look at his notes, tell him what he can and cannot say. He crashed out. Yeah, he did. Look at him. He said these people came in here and lied about seeing their grandkids. They live in Canada. They live in another country. So Cat Lawyer and Jackie are proofreading what he has, and they are making sure that he can say some of the things he's about to say.
What did they not proofread his shit?
Donna did not participate in the heinous acts that she was convicted of doing. You are sending an innocent woman to prison. You have taken my wife, and you have taken my life as well. And for what? This is not justice. It is vengeance. and it is wrong.
You have an examination for Dr. Adelson.
So, Your Honor.
Wow, guys. Look at that. He had 2 pages. The whole thing. Valeria, they had to take. He just spoke like just one more sentence. That's all he was able to say. I wonder what is on that paper, because it's 2 pages. It was stapled in the corner, just like the money in the safe. The wet money that she laundered in the washing machine. He was educated paper. He was about to be like, and this person lied, and this person lied, and this person lied.
We don't have any further witnesses, Judge, but Mrs.
That's it?
Adelson has decided she would like to make a sworn statement.
We're gonna hear from Donna. We're gonna hear from Donna.
Wait a minute. I ain't know Donna spoke. Okay. Donna speaks.
Judge, case law indicates confirms that the defendant has the right to make an unsworn statement prior to sentencing. Court Rule 3.720B states the court shall entertain submissions and evidence by the parties that are relevant to the sentence. A number of cases, Your Honor, that have interpreted this, especially in a capital case.
What does she have to say for
Has the
herself?
right to make an unsworn statement. This is a capital.
Please give the citation.
Yes, Your Honor. Excuse me. First is Smith versus State, 268 Southern 3rd, 831. It's from the first DCA in 2019. You want me to continue, Your Honor?
Give me one moment.
Yes, sir.
Bring up my list alone. I'll do the citation again.
Sure. It's 268 Southern 3rd.
Dealing with insurance companies after a car accident can be frustrating and overwhelming. Many times, insurers will try to offer you a settlement that doesn't reflect the true cost of your injuries. At Hammock Law Firm, we're not afraid to stand up to insurance company.
It's 268 Southern 3rd, 831.
The scrambling, the scraping. You should have had that ready. The judge just wants the case citation so he can find them. Cat lawyer can't seem to find them. He really does look like the cat from Alice in Wonderland.
Which pinpoint site are you referring to in the case?
It's not, let's see. Your Honor, I'm going to give you this one. It's Hill versus State, 246 Southern 3rd, 392. It's for the 4th District Court of Appeal.
One moment.
Yes, sir.
246 of the 3rd is the last part.
392.
Seeing in the case where it does state the defendant has the right to make an unsworn statement, we will proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Like Mrs. Adelson and Brad Buckner are here.
She would remain at council table.
Thank you. I'm going to move now.
Oh, she's coming, guys. Here comes Donna. Thank you, guys. Oh, she's gonna sit there. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. Is this loud enough, Judge?
I can hear you.
Thank you for letting me speak. My son-in-law, Dan Markell, was a fine and decent man. He was well educated and passionate about his career. He was a good son-in-law, but more importantly, he was a caring and loving father. On July 18th, 2014, his car was followed, leaving his home. It should have been just
You
like
was
any
so
other day, an
MF
ordinary
fake.
day in the life of Ben and Lincoln's father. But it
You
wasn't.
was so fake.
He didn't know when he left his boys off at daycare. that
You
would be the
was
last time
so
he would see them,
fake.
and the last time they would see him. He didn't know when he went to the gym afterwards that would be the last time he would exercise.
You was so fake, man.
That his life would end within minutes. Danny wasn't just being followed, he was being hunted. He was brutally murdered in broad daylight, sitting in his car, in his garage, by vicious killers. I cannot imagine the terror he felt when he saw a gun pointed at him through the window of his car.
The shock and horror.
Conceive of his heroic efforts to stay alive during the hours after the attack. Danny died in the early morning hours of July 19th. His death is a loss to his children, his parents, his sister, all of us in his family, his friends, his colleagues in the legal community, and to his students at FSU Law School. Danny's boys each have a photo of themselves with their Abba, their dad, beside their beds. They grew up kissing the framed photo.
You was so full of shit.
Good night, Abba. I love you.
She is so full of shit.
Are all they have.
Ma'am, hold on. Stop. Ma'am. We saw the trial. We saw the emails. We saw the text messages. We know you couldn't stand that man. So what the F are you doing now?
Took him from all of us who loved him. My heart was broken when Danny died. My grandsons would
Damn, AV had to walk away.
father who loved them.
God, she's so full of
I
shit.
wondered, how could we help these boys through this trauma? It was then that my husband and I knew that the best way to honor Danny's memory would be to share with these children an abundance of love. The love that Danny would have given them if he were alive. It is interesting how the state can't make up its mind about who is what they call the quote mastermind.
This is such cat.
In both of Catherine McManaman's trials, the state claimed she was the mastermind behind Danny's murder. In my son Charlie Adelson's trial, they claimed
You was so
he
full
was
of
the
shit.
mastermind. And now in my trial, they claimed that I, his grandma, was the mastermind behind the murder. I had no idea that other people planned to cut Danny's life short. And the people who did this are exactly where they deserve to be. But I had no knowledge that this horrible, evil act
Liar.
was going to take place. If I had become aware of this plan before Danny was murdered, I would have stopped it. With not one iota of actual evidence, the state convinced a Tallahassee jury that I solicited and conspired with other people to have Danny killed. Where is the evidence prior to the murder? The evidence beyond a reasonable doubt that the state needed to prove their case. Where is the evidence before July 18th, 2014 at 10:50 in the morning?
Before you continue, Ms. Adelson.
So you're telling me that it's not healthy to obsess over your partner 24/7 like I do? What you've described there,
at 10:50 in the morning.
Before you continue, Ms. Adelson, as it relates to this statement, is the defense trying to re-argue the trial? Ms. Adelson, you certainly can continue. However, the court can take into consideration the utter lack of remorse that you are displaying.
Ooh.
Please proceed if you desire to do so.
Where is the evidence before July 18th, 2014 at 10:50 a.m. that revealed that I had any involvement in this vile and horrific act? Where is the solicitation and conspiracy evidence?
Is a liar and the
Woman, you is a liar.
Let's get this party started. Push three people and told them the devil is
Nice to be told you just ugly.
And that's what you are. You're a liar.
Evidence. The state needed to show that there was evidence before the murder to convict me. The state couldn't show that because there wasn't any evidence. They were trying an innocent person. It makes you wonder if the jurors were sleeping when the state had Sergeant Corbett on the stand for hours. Their own star witness testified that my phone was never, I repeat, never at my son's house on the night of the murder. The state's theory that my husband and I dropped off money to my son was blown out of the water by their own witness. And yet, the state continued to push that story, that lie of the so-called money drop to the jury through the remainder of the trial. And the jury bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. Reasonable doubt. Many months ago, my attorneys filed a motion for a change of venue. An expert witness testified that Tallahassee had been barraged with over 9 years of negative social media, printed news, television news, and podcast publicity about my family. He explained to the court, both with evidence and demonstratives, that for me to...
Ma'am, you're still a liar.
father of lies. Let's get this party started. Push three people and tell them the devil is
Nice to be told you just ugly.
And you're still a liar.
Receive a fair trial, it needed to be held in any of the researched and designated areas of the state of Florida other than Tallahassee. All I wanted was a level playing field, but the court wanted the trial here in the hotbed of Tallahassee. I sat through 3 days of jury selection. 180 potential jurors were asked if they had developed an opinion in my case. Those that answered yes also added, I believe she is guilty. Not one person Not one said, I think she may be innocent. That should have been a clue to the court to grant our motion for a change of venue. But the court denied the motion. One of my jurors admitted during jury selection that she had background information concerning what one of the state's witnesses would be testifying about. Why was she allowed to be on my jury?
This is what I gotta say to Donna Adelson.
Shut up, bitch! Shut up, bitch! Shut up, bitch!
Just lying her ass off right now.
Another juror.
Mrs. Fulford, Mr. Zellman.
Stop.
Again, this has nothing to do with elocution of any sort. A raising of grievances, which are properly given to the appellate court.
Raising of grievances.
What does any of this have to do with sentencing?
Oh, Donna, look at him. He's pissed. He's like, what is she? Look at the eyebrows. The judge is not having it. It is epic, though. The only thing that I...
Here's what I gotta say to Donna Adelson.
Never got a pink slip either. You know what I would get? A guy would come around to my desk and say, "Get the fuck out of here!" Never got a pink slip either. You know what I would get? A guy would come around to my desk and say, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Get the F out of here, Donna Adelson. Better yet, even this here's even better.
Get the fuck out of here, bitch! Woo!
No. The only thing that I've ever seen that's similar to this is Darrell Brooks at his sentencing going on for almost 2 to 3 hours. Judge Everett's like, I'll wait.
Turn that phone off or step out.
That is prison, Colin. Whoop-de-doo. That is prison. Hello? Donna, are you ready to come back to cell block 316?
Okay, let's speed this along.
How do you give your book the best chance to succeed in 2026? If you've written a book and you're thinking about
concerning considering lack of remorse and fashioning acceptance, Chairman Free State 227 Southern 3rd 746, the First District Court of Appeal held that lack of remorse cannot be considered in fashioning an appropriate sentence. If this were a situation where remorse and admission of guilt may be the lack of these factors cannot be used to increase the defendant's sentence, and such reliance violates the defendant's due process rights. And they also rely on Ritter v. State 885 Southern 2nd 413, also a first DCA case.
I believe the Supreme Court has ruled on this issue concerning remorse and lack of showing remorse as well. If you need me to find the citation for you, I will.
Yes, please.
Okay, let me just speed this.
We'll take a 10-minute break.
Oh, they're doing recess. Okay, they going to recess. I'm gonna speed this on to the sentencing phase. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Sentencing.
Level of planning and coordination to bring the murder of Professor Markel to fruition was significant in this case. These were not crimes of chance or opportunity, and these crimes also required you to conspire with yourself and others. You certainly can choose to deny your involvement and maintain innocence. The court finds the evidence in this case is clear. You will be sentenced accordingly this afternoon. The jury has found you guilty on charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and solicitation to commit first-degree murder. And the court previously adjudicated you guilty as to these same charges on September 4th of this year. On count 1 of the indictment for first-degree murder, you are hereby sentenced to life imprisonment with a possibility of parole or release pursuant
Life.
782.04
You
and
done, Donna. You is
5.082
done.
sub 1 sub A Florida statutes. On count 2 of the indictment, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, you are hereby sentenced to 30 years in the Department of Corrections will run consecutive to count 1.
They drew the book at her
I also
ass.
sentence you to 30 years in the Department of Corrections on count 3. Counts 2 and 3 are run concurrent with each other, but consecutive to count 1.
Wow, Donna.
As the fees and costs, the clerk can please announce those at this time.
$2,100 as defined pursuant to section 775.083. $105 as the 5% surcharge required by section 938.04. $20 as the court cost pursuant to section 938.06, crime stop trust fund. $3 as the court cost pursuant to section 938.01, subsection 1, criminal justice trust fund. $50 pursuant to section 938.03, crimes compensation trust fund. $225 pursuant to section 938.05, local government criminal justice trust fund. $2 as a court cost pursuant to section 938.15, county criminal justice education. $50 as a court cost pursuant to section 775.083, subsection 2, county crime prevention. $65 as a court cost pursuant to section 939.185, county additional court costs. And $2 as a court cost pursuant to section 938.19, team court assessment.
Is there any lawful objection by the defense to these assessments? They will be assessed at this time. The cost of prosecution, the court will reserve jurisdiction on to determine for 60 days. If a hearing needs to take place concerning this matter, that will take place at a future time. As the defense's request for the court to make a recommendation to the Department of Corrections to place Mrs. Adelson in a facility near Miami-Dade County, I have no problem making this recommendation. The Department of Corrections will have the final say because this is an administrative matter. I will also recommend to the department that Mrs. Adelson is not to be placed in any unit or facility that would also house Catherine McManaman. The court did previously award to the state, based on September 17th, 2024 continuance of the trial, costs that were related to that. Ms. Kappelman, part of what you're seeking to pursue, is that included within that, or is that a separate number?
Are you speaking of the costs that were ordered in Charlie Adelson's trial?
No. The day Daniel Rashbaum withdrew from the case and the trial had to be continued.
Okay.
All costs related to moving witnesses and other matters.
I do remember some kids going missing. Quite a few. Don't need to be concerned. People only believe what they see with their own eyes.
An intro, no annual fee for the first year, no hard check, and yes, I do report to all 3 bureaus.
Yes, sir. I don't know the answer to that, but I'll make sure that they're only there once.
well. Defendant is to be fingerprinted, 30 days to appeal. Please file the appeal promptly.
May I approach the clerk? We have put I had written on the letters that I had, so we put a composite together and I've shown it to Mrs. Scotland and has no objection.
Please place the sticker on them so that way they can be admitted.
No objection.
We are in recess.
Wow, Chad, there you go. Another trial completed from beginning to end. Donna Adelson has been convicted and sentenced to life in prison for the murder and the conspiracy to commit the murder of Dan Markel. What a day. I think she's getting fingerprinted like right there.
And we are done. Thank y'all for being here. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all later. Peace.